Hey guys, Jim Hoffman here for EMS Office Hours, and this is your Monday Minutes. So, a lot of times on Monday Minutes here, guys, I talk a little bit about how to be a good mentor, right? How to be somebody who guides new paramedics or new EMTs, whether it's just in general patient care, maybe it's interaction with other agencies, or even how to mentor them when they're new to, let's say, your agency, right? And how your agency works. Now, being a mentor is important. You can be a coach, you can be a counselor, facilitate things for them, and sort of be like a networker for the new person as well, right? But what about being a mentoree or a protege? Right? What is the role of a protege? If you're somebody new, what's your role? Do you just sit back and let the mentor do everything for you and sort of give you the answers to everything? Or do you take a more active role? Is it your goal and your role as a protege or the mentoree to take a more active role? So that's what I want to talk about today and talk a little bit about that role for the protege, right? And protege is a little kind of a step above the new person. You've already got your skills, you know what's happening, you've passed your paramedic class, you've passed your EMT class, and now you've got someone who's sort of mentoring you, guiding you, counseling you along the way. So what is your role when it comes to being that protege? So, one thing is, in that relationship between you and the mentor, the protege, is to be a active participant, right? Try to gain the most from the encounters that you have with your mentor. Every patient contact, every form you fill out. Okay, participate, ask questions, and you have to also let the mentor know what your needs are. What are your desires, and how do you take responsibility? Okay, for your own sort of self improvement, your own growth, your own development, right? And this is what you have to let the mentor know, and you have to be able to take this responsibility. Okay. Now, what about setting goals? Well, I think as a protege, you have to set realistic goals and realistic objectives, and you have to be open to feedback, right? So you have to be open to that constructive criticism that you might get from a mentor. And it may sound negative at times, but just keep in mind that it is designed to give you that feedback that's going to help you improve. And one other way too to sort of help you along in your mentorship is to contribute ideas, right? Try to contribute ideas and you know get the support of your mentor with those ideas and develop those plans. Develop plans to achieve the goals that we just talked about. You have to also, the protege, just keep in mind, guys, that you know the mentors are there to be again, be a counselor or be a guide, right? Understand what your mentor's role is. And like I mentioned, they're there to be a coach, there to be a facilitator, a counselor, help you network, okay? And they're going to delegate things to you as well as a protege. It's not that they're dumping on you, okay? This is the mentor's role. They're not dumping their workload on you. This is their role as a mentor. So understand what the mentor's role is and know that they're there to provide that guidance, but not necessarily the answers, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. You have to really, you can't just sit back as a protege and just sit back and say, oh, give me the answers or just tell me what to do, right? You have to really help manage that relationship between you and the mentor and understand that it's part of the entire process to get the most out of the relationship between you and the mentor. So, just real quick, guys, some things you can think about here when we talk about benefits to you as a protege is things like career development, getting challenging work, getting that coaching, getting that sponsorship, getting exposure to things, protecting you when it comes to that need to know, nice to know type thing, right? Again, getting that guidance, getting confirmation, getting good feedback from things that you're doing, right? Letting the mentor and understand that you're going to get good confirmation on what you're doing, is it being a positive actions and positive steps that you're taking as a protege. You're going to get that acceptance, right? And even a friendship, guys. Sometimes, a lot of times, actually, mentors can become longtime friends when it comes to EMS. Even if it's just within the EMS framework, it can be a long time friendship. And again, the mentor is going to be sort of a counselor for you, right? They're going to help you explore all the consequences that you do based on decisions that you make. So, guys, that's it for today's Monday Minutes. If you're a mentor or you're a protege, or you've been a protege, you've been a mentor, you've been in that situation, I'd love to hear your comments below in the notes. So post them below in YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube, or over on the blog at emsofficehours.com. Post them in the blog comments there as well, guys. I'd love to hear what your takeaway was when you were a protege, or when you were a mentor, or even if you are currently a mentor or a protege. What is some of your feedback, and what are some of the things that you're taking away and that you're gaining from this mentor protege relationship? Guys, as always, if you have some Monday Minutes of your own, be sure to send them over to me. My email address is jhoffman@ems-safety.com. I'd love to hear some comments, some concerns, and even some minutes that you'd like to see here on the Monday Minutes video cast here on YouTube. So until next week, guys, as always, Jim Hoffman, EMS Office Hours. Stay safe.